Hey, straight to the point. Chunky. We have some miserable weather here. I'm standing under an awning. 351 Cleveland, Circle Hook Productions. I know it's stand day, but I had to get out. You guys can see all three of those poles okay? Fishing UK. Corey Pierce. Mo Creek. Sogo. Country Boy. Looks good, sounds good. So let me show you a little bit of what I've done. It is horrible weather here. It's cold. I think it's like 48 degrees. It's pouring rain. The wind's blowing. Yeah. And I'm out here. It's crazy. Couldn't help it. Anyway, let me show you what I've done. I made some carp bait, some pack bait. I videoed me making this. I'm going to put it out later. It's going to be a short video. All it is panko breadcrumbs, strawberry jello, white hominy, and sweet corn. You drain all the stuff off of all the... you mix your dry ingredients first, then drain all the liquid off of your canned ingredients. And it packs up really good. I probably got baseball size pack baits around my little 1 ounce no roll sinker. Little carp hooks, little corn on the hook. Just stir the pot. 71 and Bluebird Skies. So both black poles, both Whisker Seekers, they have carp bait on them. The white pole is it's cut carp. And it's old cut carp. It's been frozen like 4 times. But we're supposed to get some severe weather. I'm hoping it goes around this location. I keep blocking that pole, don't I? But I'm hoping once that severe weather passes, because it's moving really fast. Once it passes, I'm hoping to get a break. You know, I don't mind a little light rain and stuff, but this pouring rain, that's for the birds. I guess I can show you around a little bit. You can't see all this lake or pond. I guess it's more of a pond than a lake. But right down there, it actually curves around that corner. But this is the only place where there's shelter. I don't know how to set up here without blocking these poles. I can't move the camera back anymore because it might get wet. I guess I'll just have to stand off to the side like this. And we'll just deal with it. This shelter is not very big. I mean, there's a picnic table. I've got the tripod sitting on a picnic table, and there's not much more room. If I move just a couple of feet this way, I'm going to be in the rain. Mo Creek, Kelly and I went to a little park near the house yesterday, but we've never fished before. And we caught some bluegill, and we actually caught more crappie than we did bluegill. I didn't keep any of them because I didn't know if I was going to fish today or not. But we tried carp over there and didn't have any luck at all. I don't think there's any carp in that little pond over there where we were at yesterday. But I know there's carp here. I know there's catfish here. And there's a chance for some decent-sized channel cats in here too. There's even a chance for flatheads. Carlson Adventures. Yeah, I just watched that video this morning, Brian. That's pretty good. I may have to look into those. Like we need another stove. You know, you're trying to catch up with THG or something, I think. Hooks and Hammocks. What part of Indiana are you from? Around Columbus. You're 25 to 30 minutes south of Fort Wayne. About an hour and 30 minutes from Indy. So you're about 2.5 hours from me. I'm between Columbus and Franklin. 65 south. Yeah, I know. THG's got so many stoves. I don't know what he plans on doing with all of them. Chicken outfish bluegill this morning. Well, so I have some chicken, which again has been frozen about 3 times. I didn't want to make up any new bait. You know, we're leaving next week for Mendota, and I just don't see the sense in making up any new bait right now because it's going to set for at least a week and a half before I use it. So, middle rod. That's the wind, I believe. Unless you guys saw it bend really good. Line's not moving. Is it the wind? Just kidding. That's not funny. Going Green Mom, if I recall my trips to Tennessee correctly, you were about 5 or 6 hours south of me. Yeah, because you're up north too, aren't you? Going Green Mom, I think. Maybe not 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, maybe. You're pretty far up there, if I remember correctly. So I've never targeted carp like this before. I've went out and caught carp many times, you know, like under mulberry trees, things like that. I've caught a few on accident. But to actually make bait for carp and go out and try to catch them, this is a first for me. That's right. Happy Mother's Day. You guys know me when I'm catfishing. Looks better where you are at. Pouring down rain here. It's been pouring rain here. It's actually just now letting up, which is why I started to go live. But there's more coming. There's some bad stuff coming, I believe. We'll see how that works out. May end up in a truck. You guys can see I painted our pole holders. Mine are orange. Telly's are purple. Telly's at home. It's Mother's Day. She wanted to stay home and relax and take it easy and spend time with the kids. So I'm only about 30 minutes from home right now. You guys have never seen me fish here. This isn't my favorite spot to fish here. My favorite spot's over there on the other side where the lake opens up, gets a little bit bigger. But there's no cover over there, so I'm not going to go over and stand in the rain. Didn't feel like it's too windy to pack an awning or anything like that. I knew this was here. It is a bit shallower here than it is out there. So I'm hoping with this weather, get some moving around, get some wanting to feed, maybe get some carp up here. I mean, I just needed to get out of the house. Let's see, I got to watch the charge on the phone. I don't have you guys hooked up to any power or anything yet. So this rod over here to the right, you guys can see that because I can't see it at all. I think I do, but is the line in the center of the pole moving around? If it is, it's wind. It's windy. It's your weekend to work. I tied up my laptop, otherwise I'd have joined you. I can see the rod at the right, but not the line. Yeah, it's only 10-pound test line. It's not a high vis line. So, I mean, I have a hard time seeing that line myself. Just watch for that pole to bend over. Hey, Chad. Oh, thanks, Chad, for telling me Happy Mother's Day. Telly's not here. So I'll assume that you're being serious and saying Happy Mother's Day, and I'll say thank you. And then I'll assume that you're just being a smart aleck and say, thanks, Chad. Thanks for telling me Happy Mother's Day. The real fisherman's at home. Telly didn't want to come out. One of the biggest mothers you know. All right, Chad. That's kind of what I figured you were going for. Carlson Adventures, no, we're not going. I'll call you later and explain it in more detail, but we're going to Wisconsin. Yeah, thumbs down. Oh, Telly isn't with you. See you later. No, Telly's not with me. You can leave now, Chad. Are two stands fishing? Because I mean it is stand day. Are they out? Are they live? If we get that bad weather, like it's saying we're going to, I may be going home watching them. That's exactly right, Stephen Corley. My good luck charm's not with me, so it's her fault. I'll just wait till after Mother's Day to tell her that. There are two other lakes here that I can fish. Just fishing stand 3 got a 60 plus. Wow. Well, that's not going to happen here. There ain't no 60 pounders in this. I know there are flatheads in here. There's a very small possibility there's blues. It was all stocked up at one time. It's a conservation club, but there's a possibility there's blue cats in here. I highly doubt it, but I know for a fact there's good channel cats, and there's flatheads, and there's carp, and bass, and crappie, and there's even perch and trout in here. But I think perch are catch and release only. There's a sign over there I'm reading. And the trout are only when they stock them, and I guess everybody shows up. When they stock trout, they catch them all on the same day. There's Telly Lee, beautiful wife. Hey, Haz. So for those of you that are just joining in, I made some pack bait. Sunfish King. So both the Whisker Seeker rods, the black and orange ones, both of those have pack bait for carp. Small little hook, some corn on the hook, big old baseball size pack bait around the 1 ounce no roll sinker. And then the white one has cut carp on it. And the cut carp it's been frozen like 4 times, I think. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Telly, Chad's been looking for you. He was going to leave because you weren't here. Hey, hobby nerd. But I was telling everybody earlier that I've never targeted carp like this before. I've been wanting to for a while, and probably picked the worst day to try to do it with all this rain, and we got thunderstorms coming. But you know, why not? KY Catfishing, Jesse Lopez. But anyway, as I was saying, so it's carp, and then cut carp for catfish. That's how we're baited up. Telly, it was pouring down rain when I got here. It's kind of stopped for a little bit now. It's just more of a sprinkle. Going Green Mom, I hope we catch anything. Don't blame me, Going Green Mom. I'm going to clean since we're leaving in a few days. Yeah, we're excited about this trip. Like I was saying earlier, I'd much rather be over there on the other side of this lake, but there's no shelter from the rain or anything over there. This is the only one on this lake. Now there's a couple more lakes, back behind this camera and over to my left. There's another lake, and there's some shelters there, but there's no wind block over there. So this was kind of hooks. This is the best way to fish for carp on ponds, lakes, chum them for a few days, and then same spot. Yeah, Haz, we did that. A friend of mine from work, we did that up at a lake where we work at. It's been 3 weeks or so ago. I think we went live when we did that too. We ended up catching 3 carp, or he did. But I've never targeted them like this. It's something that I want to start doing. Because, I've caught carp. They're a lot of fun to catch. exactly same time each day. The problem with doing it, some of the places where I fish close to home, is you chum those turtles in. Now with as big a ball of bait as I put on each one of these, that's kind of like 3 or 4 handfuls of corn out there for each rod. So there's a lot of bait out there right now. I'll give it 30 or 40 minutes, and I may throw a couple more handfuls of that stuff out there. Because, I mean, it's not very wide right here. I can make a ball of that and throw it all the way across if I needed to, probably. But I can keep it chummed up out there. Paige and I were looking at campsites at a certain campground for us to get together in November. This chat's going so fast I can't keep up, guys. Same gear, hammocks, my gear spot, kangaroo, chummed with the remains, and now it's all turtles, yep. Yep. And that could very well happen here, too. I know there's turtles. I've caught turtles here. Turtles are the devil. Hate turtles. Uh-oh. Now the wind's blowing from the other direction, coming in on me. Very light, misty type rain. I guess I should preference that. I hate catching turtles. I was telling some people the other day, when I started kayak fishing for catfish, I was excited because I thought, man, I'll have that bait suspended. I won't have any more turtle problems. Well, that's not true. Turtles still come up and get it. Even when it's suspended 3 foot off the bottom. Uh-oh. Rona got Outdoor Adventures. Well, I hope you start feeling better soon, buddy. I'm going to have to move you guys back. We're getting wet. And then I may not be able to read chat. With my old eyes. Eddie Gross. I don't mean to keep blocking that rod, but it's not like it's doing anything right now anyway. Alright, so it's JV Outdoors. So I know Mo Creek's in here. I know Mo Creek's going to Mendota. Anybody else going that's in here? Show of hands, if you are. Oh, and Telly's in here. I know Telly's going too. Everybody tell Telly Happy Mother's Day if you haven't already. Hey, Chuck. Chuck, it hasn't quit. It's slowed down. The wind's actually changed directions now. It's blowing in on me. Chad, yep, Chad was in here. He's going. Country Boy, I missed your live last night. I started to rewatch it this morning. I didn't make it all the way through. I think you said you were wanting to do a talk show. I say go for it, brother. I'm getting really wet. Evan TV. Hey, D. That's enough. All right, Steven, take care, man. My hopes are that this, like I said, we're supposed to have a line of storms coming through, and they're supposed to be fast moving. I hope when that comes through, or if it does, once it gets through here, then we're kind of done. But it looked like it might get kind of bad, so 22 take care of the devil birds. Devil. There's just 2 of them, too. There's not any more around here. It's just those 2. Can't stand the geese. Rather deal with turtles. I think I'll take the geese over the turtles. But I promise you, if there's a turtle out here and it's hungry, it will find my bait and it will steal it. Well, it's blowing worse now. I may end up having to end this and put my phone away because it's getting wet. I don't know if that wind's blowing in on you guys, if you can hear that wind or not, but it's just enough wind, it's blowing it in here. The whole table's wet now. Take care of those geese for a fee. I don't think they would be too happy with me here. This is it's a conservation club, so. Hey, George Ray. They'd probably frown on me doing anything to those geese here. Plus, I'd probably get in trouble with the law if we got caught too. Because I don't believe they're in season. No fee, they just disappear. $1,000 fine in Maryland. I don't know what it is here, Has, but I know that you know, if they be in season, you got to have a special stamp, and I don't understand why, because they are so bad around here. I mean, anywhere there's water, I mean, even in the cities, they are everywhere. Goose poop everywhere. I don't know why they're so protected. At least they usually wave when they honk. Migratory birds are expensive, quick. Oh, they get expensive, yeah. Well, I don't even think they migrate anymore. They're here all the time. Geese done polluted all our lakes around here with their poop. Yeah, I believe that. They're bad around here. I mean, they're everywhere you go here in Indiana. They're everywhere, and they're here all year long. So I got these Whisker Seeker rods. They're the Catfish and Carp edition. I didn't know what to think about them. They're super, super light. They're a medium action, but they're real. Hey, fins and foul. They're a lot stiffer than I expected, and I think they're just going to be my carp rods. I think I'm just going to make those my carp rods, and I am going to have one. Try to keep one with me all the time, especially when I need bait to try to catch a carp. I think that's what I'm going to do with them. Just designate those as my carp rods. I've got 10-pound line on them, and I wanted to keep it light. One of the guys I tell he's going to mop. Okay, babe. We'll see you when I get home, which may not be long if this wind keeps blowing this direction. But anyway, he fishes for carp all the time, a guy I work with, and he uses 12-pound line. But I already had a bunch of 10-pound lines, so I spooled them up with 10-pound line. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just make those my carp rods. I did make a video right before I went live. I'm making this pack bait. I'll put it out later on today. It'll be pretty short, just a couple minutes long. Yeah, it's going to be fun, Haz. I know that's what I was hoping for. Last time I fished in the rain, I caught a bunch of fish, but well, not a bunch. It was 2 or 3. But kind of why I wanted to get out today. THG in here now. That might be an eagle on here. That's a goose. Looks carpy. I know there's carp in here. I know there are. So the new campsite was fantastic. Well, I can't wait to see that video. 30-pound braid for carp. 12 fluorocarbon leader. Love the fights. I don't use braid, Sogo. I don't have anything against it. I just haven't ever used it. Bang, dead goose. Good luck, Hooks. I'll check back later. Gonna take care of the wife for Mother's Day. You go do that, Haz. I'm probably not gonna stay live much longer with this rain blowing in this way. I can already see it. It's all over the phone. It's everywhere. But matter of fact, I probably ought to end this and put that phone away. I'll come back live again if it calms down or changes directions again. But I'm gonna kill this live and stand back on the other end of the picnic table so I can stop getting wet too. So thank you for those of you that did come in. I wish we could go longer, but I don't want to buy a new phone just because it got wet. If it calms down, if the weather changes, maybe I'll go live again. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Just watch out for me. Maybe I'll go live again if the weather changes. Let me put this away. Oh, and watch out for that video where I made the pack bait too. I'll put it up later on today, hopefully. See you guys.